Retro Horror back for a review. I've got a movie called Killer Workout. This was released in 1987, and it's a classic. Well, I shouldn't use the word classic, but it's part of the slasher, post-modern slasher films right after the big wave of 1980 to 84. When I think the slasher films were kind of running their course, you got films like this that came out. This was originally called Aerobicide in 1987, and it is released by Olive Films. It does not have typical Olive release. It's only got it's got a trailer, and it's got a pretty interesting photo gallery, about an 8-minute long photo gallery. And then it's got a pre-opening alternate credit sequence, but that's it. And the print is not great. Apparently the 35 millimeter negative was destroyed, and so they had to clean up a beta VHS tape of it. And it's the first few minutes of this film has a lot of speckling and lines, and it doesn't look that great, but it gets better. It's probably the best they could do with a beta tape, but it's probably the best it's ever going to look, given the source material. But anyway, it's about Rhonda's workout, aerobics, and Rhonda has a safety pin killer that's running around killing off all her clients. The safety pin is a little bit bigger than your hand, but it's so ridiculous. I mean, to have a safety pin killer, it's a movie that's captured a point in time that's never going to be repeated, I hope. You got boofy hair, you got leg warmers, you got butt thongs, you've got mullets. So it's it captures a point in time in the 80s that I think a lot of people would like to just forget, to be honest with you. I think in honor of Joe Bob Briggs, I'm going to do a little rundown of what you see in this film. You've got a number of different. This is a long list that I compiled watching this film. You've got extra large safety pin murders. You got 4. You've got butt thong workout sequences. There's probably 6 of those, and they're all geared around. It's anything but a true workout. It's hip pelvis and movements and thrusting and leg splits and a lot of butt shots and good stuff. I mean, but it's not workout in a real workout sense. You got 2 knife to the neck. You got 2. You got a tanning bed fire at the start of the film. You've got a ragtop car knifing. By the way, on the safety pin murders, I got to give extra points for the safety pin going right through the forehead rather than the neck. Almost impossible, but we'll give it. Give it creative points there. You got a 5-pound, maybe 5-pound dumbbell. I mean, I lift weights, but that dumbbell was maybe 5 pounds. Dumbbell to the face kill. You've got jock fights and tight shorts. You got 2 of those. You got naked breasts, and I give credit for 2 there. And I have to subtract 1 credit because at the end you got a really nasty granny tits looking scene, so that I'm going to have to subtract a point from that. Dream sequence, knife to the neck, that's 1. You got mullet fights. You got 3 mullet fights, 3 guys wearing mullets. Then you got a knife to the neck mullet fight. You got a rake. You got a rake going into somebody's leg. That was pretty good. Death by hanging. You got a 44 Magnum killing. You've got a Ford Mustang. I call it Ford Mustang foo. How about that? And then you got a cheesy skull cap. That's a point. Death by screwdriver. That's a point. A shovel to the face. There's another one. So that's my tally of all the action in this. You got the hit single, Aerobicide, Work Till You Die. Work Out Till You Die. That's a pretty good song. Should have been a hit single. This movie was created by David Pryor and his brother Ted. Ted stars in the movie. He's got a mullet. And I think the takeaway from this movie, as I sit here today, is people with mullets live longer. You know, Ted outlived his brother. So there you go. If you had a mullet back in the 80s, your statistical odds of living longer than people without mullets is pretty high. So, thanks for watching. You can pick this up for still on Amazon for $15. So I would recommend going ahead and getting it before it goes out of print. Thanks.